Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be getting Ender IO set up and running, and I hope you guys are ready for today's episode. Alright guys, so welcome back. I know it is a bit dark outside, but you know what? I have no control over that, to be honest. I can sleep, but the problem with 1.10.2 servers is sometimes you get kicked, so I find it, as of right now, I'm better off not even trying to sleep. System collapse is currently on right now, but it's kind of AFK. I kind of pushed him around. We can actually go check on him. He was over here, and I was like, I should just bug him. So I pushed him inside this hole. See what he thinks about that. That's what he gets for going AFK. But yeah, he's been hanging out a little bit, doing some mining and stuff like that. So yeah, I thought I would kind of sneak around and push him inside that hole there. Maybe he'll come on and be like, what just happened? But in between episodes, I went ahead and made some fire resistance potions. So those are pretty nice, along with getting a bunch of blaze. Right here is not all the blaze. I have more blaze rods up here. Actually, I need to kind of mingle those together. I don't know why they're separate. But I used a lot of blaze to make this Crude blast furnace. Now, the Crude blast furnace is doing its job. It's making steel ingots. Not very well, but it is making it. I also wanted to go ahead and get one of those totems up that kind of prevent mobs from spawning around here. As you can see, he shoots right through these blocks. Like, what? Yeah, he shoots right through them. In the quest book, there is a thing called mob totems. If I look, actually I could probably just make them. We're gonna need the totem, which you use this wand for, and we're gonna need this. So we're gonna need blaze rod. We're gonna need the totem wood itself, which you get from logs, and then the sacred light goes on top, and it's supposed to prevent mobs. So we need gunpowder. I don't know how much gunpowder I actually have. That may be something that I don't have too much of. And it may prevent me from even making this thing. Let's see, I have 5 gunpowder. That's just enough to be able to make this. And I think we need torch, yes. And I think we use this wand focus right here. There's totem focus. Or totemic focus. Which apparently it's something from World of Warcraft. I don't know, I looked it up and it seemed like it was from World of Warcraft. But as you can see, you use that focus on it and it turns it into this. And you can break this, and now you can use it to craft with. So, we're going to get ourselves another piece of wood. I'm going to place this guy right back here. Alright, and this is going to be our, like, totem stand, or whatever it's called. But we need to make the other part. We still have so many mobs coming in to kill us. I can't believe this. Alright, we need 1 blaze rod. And what else was it? Some rotten flesh. And 2 rotten flesh. There we go. So we should be able to make that, and there's our sacred light. We can plop that down on here. And it's supposed to prevent mobs from spawning or something like that. I don't know. It's supposed to. I know I'm surrounded by mobs right now. But they probably, no more will probably spawn in our area, at least for whatever the distance this thing is. But we didn't get any achievement for that. I'm surprised. Surprised it's not in the quest book. But I guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so we're supposed to be continuing right here, going into the modern machines. So, modern machines. I know the last thing that we needed to get was steel. And that's what I'm currently making right here, using the blocks of coal that I have right here. And I'm using that to make steel. Now, I have a bunch of steel now. And this steel, surprisingly, is not completing any quests. So I didn't see that there was a quest that needed to be completed for this anyways. But we do need iron bars. We're going to need to make a machine frame. And this guy right here requires iron bars, steel, the basic capacitor, and regular iron. I have been mining. I did get ender pearls at the spawn. There is a spot to actually donate diamonds for ender pearls, and you do 2 diamonds for 16 ender pearls. It's probably cheaty, but it's there. I'm taking advantage of it. Plus, I haven't seen very many endermen, and for good reason. I think they may be... I know they're not disabled on the server, but I haven't seen very many. But Speaking of that, let's go ahead and make this thing. I think I'm just I was looking for that capacitor. I have that capacitor laying around somewhere. I think I put it in here. Yes. And we should be able to make this thing. Bam. There's our machine chassis. Now our quest should complete. There it goes. Alright. And now we have this. Bam. Oh, and we also get 2 capacitors and 2 machine chassis on top of that. Oh, nice. Did this open up more quests? It did. Okay. So this is new. These are new right here. So we need 16 of these and 16 of these. That should be easy to complete itself, because we have all of that on us from mining. Bam. Prosperity shards and those things. So the essence one is completed. Bam. And now what is this? This is talking about making an assembler. Oh, we are far from that one. So this quest is not going to be... we're not going to be able to complete it yet. But I can kind of throw these things back in their chest where they belong. Okay. Nice. Alright, so now that we have these machine chassis, I don't know why we don't make some Ender IO stuff. So to make Ender IO, we only need a few things. So a regular Stirling Generator, super simple. Okay, so we just need cobblestone, some wood, a regular furnace, and steel. Okay, we have all of that. We have everything that we need there. So I would like to check my quest and see if there's any prerequisites on this. So we have our modern machine section. That's what I need to look at. Okay. We sort of zoom out. What is this? Silicon. Or silicon. Yeah, silicon. Silicon. That's what it's called, I think. So we're needing to make that. And then it's telling us until we have let's see how to make that. So how do we make this stuff? I know a Sag Mill makes it, so okay. So a furnace with quartz will get us that, so that's good to know. Let's go ahead and cook that up. That way we can just unlock that, so whenever we start to do things, these will be automatically unlocked and we can actually get the rewards for this stuff. So this solid fuels is probably the generator that I'm fixing to make. So I need 4 of these. So let me go ahead and actually get 4 out. And we need to cook those up. So that didn't take very long. Little bitty silicon pellet. And we're good. Sweet. Alright, I'll take all those. Let's check and see how much more steel we have. We have 36 at the moment. That's quite a bit. I mean, we just use some, so that's also a plus. The Stirling Generator. That I was going to make last episode, that I'm able to make this episode. We can make the basic gears. And we need 4 of those. We're going to need a furnace. So we can go ahead and make the furnace. That's pretty simple there. Let's get our last piece, and that should unlock that section, right? There we go. Claim our reward, we get some more. Now, this. Okay, so it's saying make a Stirling Generator. Make an alloy smeltery. Okay. And that's going to move us on even further. Now we need 8 basic capacitors as well. The basic capacitors are not hard to make. So they just require copper, redstone, and nuggets. And copper. So I've been making quite a few things here. And basic capacitors is not a hard one by any stretch. Let's actually just get a stack of each thing. We can always throw it back in there. I'm going to need quite a few nuggets. And we'll just make a bunch of basic capacitors. That'll be plenty. That's enough to complete that quest, at least. There we go. And we get our copper back. Get a whole block of copper. And we can store all that stuff back in there. And our redstone, of course, we can unblockify this stuff and get our stuff back. By the way, I found it easy to just place a bucket of creosote here. That way I can just empty it instead of making like a fluid trash can or anything like that. I can just empty it out right there with a bucket and keep this guy running for now until we get some automation going. Okay, we were working on Stirling Generator, so we're going to need wood, we're going to need piston, and some sticks. So all of that good stuff, and we should be able to make a Stirling Generator. So there's very few generators, it looks like. There's immersive petroleum in this pack. I didn't know that. But the Stirling Generators are super simple. And bam. Now that's done. We can pop in and make ourselves a piston. Why is it saying we're missing stuff? I have cobblestone. Why is it not working? It's probably one of the different... There we go. Yeah, it's one of these. There we go. And that requires steel, actually, for a piston. Interesting. I didn't know that it was steel. Oh, these show iron. This one shows steel. Huh. That's different. So now we should be able to make this thing. There's our Stirling Generator. And then we should complete that quest. And I didn't actually see what that quest opened up for us. Oh, it gives us a block of coal. Sweet. Now that this guy is up and running, we should be able to, with this machine going, put one of those new capacitors in it that we found. We should have those capacitors. Okay, so we got two different capacitors here. I don't think they're duds. Okay, so that one burn rate 133%. So is this one. So this one does speed and range. This one does speed and range as well. Is property okay? Unauthorized removal is unauthorized. So we'll use this one. Put the coal in there, and it's going to generate some power. It does 40 RF per tick, same as this one. So they're both producing 40 RF, but the burn rate is 133%, so it bumps it up by 20% there, I guess, which isn't that bad. So we got it. Bam. Okay, so or 20 RF, sorry. So yeah, we got 20 RF or 40 RF pumping out of here. We can now, I guess, make an alloy smelter. I think that's what it needed, right? What are we moving on to? We're moving on to the alloy smelter. Yeah. So this is going to unlock a whole bunch of things once we get the alloy smelter. And I don't know if it's locked out by anything. I didn't actually look. Okay, so the alloy smelter uses a cauldron. Cauldron's regular, old iron, some furnaces, and a machine chassis that we have on us. So we have two machine chassis on us. So that's pretty nice. Okay. So yeah, we just need iron. Pretty much. And we already have all the cobblestone we need for the 3 furnaces. And a cauldron. And we should be good to go to make this thing. Okay. Bam. Alloy smeltery complete. This is going to open up a lot of stuff now that we have it. We get fire charges. I'm not sure what the fire charges are used for. Okay. Airship workbench. Okay. I think you can make fire charges. Yeah. I thought you could. Mana lenses. What else? Just like airship stuff here. Oh, we can make steel faster now. That's a lot better. So 1 fire charge, which is blaze powder, coal, and gunpowder, gets us 3 fire charges, and we can make steel that way. I don't know. This is maybe slow, but doesn't use that much resources. Because right now we have a very slim access, very few Endermen that or very few creepers that I've been able to kill here recently. But there is a lot more stuff. I guess we can go ahead and put this in here. It requires 60 RF now, where this is only producing 40 RF, so I got to keep that in mind. It will go faster, but this thing will not be able to keep up with it. So we're going to have to work on some better RF generation real soon. Okay, So now that that's done, where else can we go? It wants us to make capacitors, double layer capacitors, and the double layer capacitor, I think, is out of reach right now. I could start making stuff in here, but we're going to need energetic alloy, and it's gold, redstone, and that should get us everything. Oh, I should just put everything away. That should get us enough stuff to get started. So alloys only. And bam, it's going to get cooking. It's going to use a bit of power to make this stuff. But that's for a double layer capacitor, which requires this stuff, which we get 1 out of. So to make 2 double layer capacitors, which I think this is requiring 4. So I think we needed 8 in total. 8 to be able to get what we need. So bam. We're going to work on that, getting ourselves a double layer capacitor. We of course have the capacitors at hand, but when looking at this, it looks like we need something else. I can't actually see over here. Let me see. Can I maybe zoom out? No. I don't know if there's something on the other side of this. I don't think there is. But I'm not seeing the Sag Mill for some reason. Huh. Sag Mill. Let's take a look at the Sag Mill. Where are you? Right here. Okay, so you're a machine, you're a piston. Okay. And I think we have cobblestone on us. No, we don't. And we have wood on us, so we're good there. Okay, so we can make a Sag Mill. That's easy. I still have a feeling that I can make this with iron instead of... Yeah, I can make it with iron. Okay, I don't know why it doesn't let me autocraft with that. Oh well. It's no big deal. We are going to need some flint. I know I have more flint laying around. There we go. And a Sag Mill. You should be easy to make. But what are we missing? We're missing iron. We're missing plain old iron here. And bam, we now have a Sag Mill. Okay. So we can get some of the few things that we're going to need here as well. Like ground up coal. I know we're going to need some coal grounded up, or grinded up, to make us the double layer capacitor. Okay, so, oh, here it was. It's right here. So, we had a reward of choice. Emeralds is something that I have not seen much of, so, other than things I've gotten in quests, that's about it. And I guess it wants us to grind up the emerald ore. We got sulfur from Natura, which is pretty nice. There's our 8 energetic alloy. And we should be able to take this powder now and make ourselves double layer capacitors. So, I don't know what happened there. Kind of ghosted there. Alright, and our capacitors. Oh, no, wait. It's 2 capacitors with the coal in the middle. So there we go. Bam. 4 double layer capacitors. Now, is a double layer capacitor going to be better than what was in here? It's the same. So might as well save that capacitor. We can put the capacitor in here. It's going to take it longer to break stuff, or it's going to go faster, but it's also going to require more power. It's kind of a, I don't know, takeaway in that sense. I don't know. It's been a while since I broke down and played a 1.10 pack. It seems like I've been like 30 days or so away from 1.10. I actually been longer than that. It's been 60 days away from 1.10 because I played a 1.12 pack before I went to Divine Journey. So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a little while. These are some new mods in here, by the way. Some new mods I'm not quite used to. So we're going to need to actually probably get ourselves another chest or something set up so that way we can jump into this. Actually, now that we've gotten into Ender IO, I don't see why we couldn't do this stuff eventually. Make ourselves one of the old-fashioned Ender IO setups, but it looks like we'll have to find ourselves an Enderman, which I haven't seen very many of, and actually get a Enderman head. So some kind of spawner is probably going to be the best thing if we can get some kind of spawner going. Some kind of dark room, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. But we're definitely working towards it. Okay. Well, we've gotten that done. Let's see what other things that we could get. So we get a block of steel for that one. I know we probably don't have the means of doing that. It's going to require like double what we just did. But we can start making conduits. And I do have quartz now. So we could make pipes, which wouldn't be bad. That should make fuse quartz glass? No? Thought it did. How is fuse quartz glass made? Oh, it's 4. Oh. Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, so 12 will make 3 fuse quartz. That's understandable, I guess. We also need some conduit binder. And conduit binder is going to be clay, sand, and gravel. So we can make some conduit binder here. Actually, let's just make it. Bam. Make this stuff. Boom. We have all of that goodness. And we can actually cook it up over here. Set that to furnace mode. Bam. We could call the kind of conduit binder that we could ever need right here. And I don't know how much it actually wants us to have, but we need to complete it. Alright, we get the conduit binder, and we get 12 conduit binder for that. Okay, so that unlocks a bunch of stuff. We got our fuse quartz. We get 3 more. That's going to make it so we can make some fluid conduits. Always helpful. Item conduits is also something that's going to be awesome to make, and we have access to ender pearls, so I'm not too concerned about that. Man, most of this is going to be done. So, getting a vat would be nice. How much is it going to be for vat? And how much is the sunlight? Like liquid sunlight. Yeah, liquid sunshine. How much is that going to cost? The reason I want this is because... oh, we need like 3 vats for this. Fire water is actually made in a vat with hooch, I think. Fire water. Isn't that what that is? Fire water. That's made with hooch. Okay. And hooch is in another vat. So we would need 3 vats to be able to get that. And plus, we would need a weather obelisk. So where's that at? Weather obelisk. It requires a little bit to make this, with this being not so bad. Pulsating crystals. That would be another thing. So yeah, there's a lot to go. I don't know, either I'm going to get it first, or System Collapse is going to make it. But we got to get that weather obelisk up and going as soon as possible. I hate when it rains. I really do. I don't like it when it rains in the middle of a video. And you can't really control it on a server other than making one of those. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to get up and going real soon. But for right now, we're doing alright. Okay. So I can store away some of the steel. I'm trying to keep my nuggets separated. I know that sounds so funny. I'm trying to keep my nuggets separate from everything else. But let's see. That's doing its thing. I can probably set up some chests. I did have some chests that I tucked away somewhere. Right here. And we can place those right here and right here. And we can do output. And I mean, I can set these up any way I want. In the back, I can put an import chest. It all depends on what I want to do. But right now, I'll eventually use conduits. But right now, I can have this set to an output chest. Yeah. Push out. That's exactly what I want it to do. And this little fella is going to do its job. Going to work real hard. And I have a bunch of stuff to make. So, I know this wasn't a very long episode, but I think we got quite a bit done. We are getting started with a little bit, I guess I could say. We're getting a little bit of Ender IO set up. We're getting a little bit of immersive engineering. Immersive engineering is going to be a big part of what's coming up next. So I do have some plans. Also, I have some building plans. As you can see, I've been working on a tree farm back there. So there's a lot that I've been doing off camera, just a little bit. Kind of shoveling around and doing all kinds of stuff, doing some mining, all that good stuff. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Also, there is a link down in the description. It's a Discord link. If you check that out, I'd really appreciate it. We have a pretty good community on there that chats a lot. Also, there's a Patreon link if you guys want to check out my Patreon and maybe support me there. If you guys wanted to do that, there's also a link down in the description. Also, it's connected to a Patreon server that is playing Divine Journey at the moment. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead and do so. If that's it, and you guys have stuck around to the end of the video, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are really the ones who care. And as always, thanks for watching.